Right guys, so hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be looking at and reviewing, or giving my own review about the Akios Airpower Black Edition. Now I went for the Airpower Surf 435 sliding reel seat version, which means that the reel seat has the option to fish either at the top or at the bottom, so you can use it with a fixed ball and a multiplier. It's an absolutely fantastic bit of kit. I like that they put these stops on as well, so you can slide them up and down the rod to where you want your reel seat to be. You can lock it in place, which is absolutely great. I really like that touch. So just going over the rod then, so the rod is a 3-piece Continental rod. You've got the butt section there with a nice stop on the end, really nice stop. Mid section is here, and then the tip section is here. So we're going to go quickly have a look at what Akios says about the rod on their website. It says that it's a insanely powerful nano carbon rod blank with spiral wrap butt section for extreme casting performance, hybrid tip for superior bite registration, anti-tangle Fuji K-Wag alkanite guides configured for fixed ball multiplier like we said already. You've got a metal band reinforced spigots for added strength, and a shore grip system to aid rod dismantling. Now, I've had a couple of rods before. Sometimes when you put them together, they're quite hard to get out. This rod is pretty simple and pretty easy to get out, and it's supplied in the Akios padded rod bag, which is great, which I'll show you in a minute. The specifications on the rod then, so the rod length is 4.35 meters, which is 14.5 foot. The overall weight is 728 grams. The butt diameter is 24 millimeters, if you want to know that. And the casting weight is 112 to 224 grams, which equates to 4 to 8 ounces. The price on the Akios website at the moment is £399, which is currently reduced from £439.99. But like I say, if you're looking to purchase the rod, check in your local tackle dealers and things like that, and you might be able to find a good deal on it. Right, so as I was saying, with the rod, you get a really nice padded bag, which is here. And what I like about this padded bag is also that it has divided sections to put each of the 3 sections in. I've had rod bags in the past which just have one sleeve. It's nice to have the ability to put the sections in different slots on the rod bag, which is a nice touch. Again, rod bag made really nice, really strong, durable. That's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you the rod casting. I'm not the world's best caster, but I'll show you the rod in action on a cast, which I'll insert into the video here. And also I'll show you the bite detection as well on the rod, which I'll insert in here. Right guys, so the bit you've all been waiting for, what do I actually think of the rod itself? Now I just want to let you know that I actually purchased this rod for the full price from my local tackle dealer, Tony's Tackle Shop. So it hasn't been sent to me. It's not a free rod. I haven't got it for free. I purchased it with my own money, and I've been using it for probably about a year and a half. So I've got a good understanding of the rod. I know what it does, and I'm pretty confident in telling you guys as well what my personal opinions and feelings are on this rod. Please bear in mind these are my own personal opinions, and they may vary and differ to other people. So, talking about the rod then, so I use this rod, I've used it, like I said, for a year and a half now. I absolutely love the rod. I think it's a great bit of kit. It's a really powerful rod. It fishes well using small baits like worms and things like that, targeting flatfish, which as you've seen in my previous videos I've used the rod for. And then last year I caught rays on this rod, and it had them really well. I really like the rod. I think it looks great. Akios really good at their rods and the way that they present their rods. I think the rod looks absolutely fantastic on the tripod. It's really well constructed. The eyes are really nice, as you guys can see there. The bite detection on the rod is really good. So I mean, it's a stiff tip, but when you get a bite on the rod, it registers bites really nice. Even the shyest of bites, you get a really nice rattle on the rod, and then bigger bites, you obviously get the pull round like that. I'm really looking forward to using this rod for the remainder of 2024. I think it will definitely be probably one of my go-to rods that I use more throughout the year, especially when targeting things like rays and smoothhounds, and maybe conger eels in the winter as well. The rod fishes best over clean to mixed ground. and to be honest with you, I personally, I would say that the best casting weight I found that balances the rod nicely is a 6 ounce with a full maybe squid bait or full fish bait, or if I'm using or if I'm fishing for things like flatfish and smaller fish, then just a 4 ounce will be absolutely great with the worm baits like that. So the rod generally fishes well in all kinds of weather, and I've taken this out in calm days and it fishes absolutely superb. I've even taken it out on windy days, and the rod tip sits there and holds really, really nice even on the windier days. So yeah, generally round it fishes pretty well through most weather scenarios. I haven't taken out in gale force winds, but then again, who fishes in gale force winds, especially with a Continental rod. Going back to the sliding reel seat option then, so I fish it fixed spool. I fish it with the reel seat right to the top, as you can see where it's positioned now. I am going to learn to cast a multiplier through the year, so obviously I will give you my opinions on the rod as it performs with a multiplier, but I don't see that it being any much of an issue fishing a multiplier or a fixed spool, depending on which you prefer. So a lot of people ask me how does it rate, or how does it compare to the white Akios, which was the white Akios Airpower, which is the rod I had before. To be honest with you, the white Akios I had before, it's an absolutely fantastic rod. It took me a long time to get used to it. It's very, very stiff. The changes that Akios have made to this rod here is that it's more forgiving on the cast. It's not as stiff as the white Airpower, but it's still really punchy rod. And like I said, you could easily cast a whole mackerel with a 7 ounce lead, and you wouldn't have any problems with that. If you're fishing in Eastbourne or fishing South Coast beaches, this is definitely a rod to consider. If you're looking at purchasing a new rod and you want something a little bit special and a little bit, you know, a little bit more than what you currently have at the moment, if you've just started fishing like myself and you've got a mid-range rod and you're looking to step up to a slightly more expensive rod, then this is definitely one to consider. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this rod review. I hope you've you know, found it interesting. If you have, please leave me a note in the comment section below. And if you have used this rod yourself, let me know what you think about it, and I look forward to reading your comments. Thanks very much, and cheers.